Hello everybody, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening depending on where you are in this amazing world. My name is Donovan Jolly, and welcome everybody once again for another amazing video of DIY investing. There are so many people that are out there bearish right now, and I could not be more bullish and optimistic on the fact that we are about to see the biggest blow off top in any crypto cycle ever. There is so many people out there that are calling for new lows, so many people are saying that I'm wrong for being so bullish, and I'm here to share with you guys three very important charts that are going to perfectly explain why we're all about to get filthy rich off this blow off top, why all of the bears are stupid for thinking that we're actually going to be going lower, and how we can all go about making a lot of money over the next couple months when this actually takes place. If you're new and just finding this channel, always remember to do me a favor by leaving a like, comment, and subscribing to this channel for more updates. Always remember to click that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of these amazing videos like the one provided for you here. Remember guys, join the Discord server or download my free ebook. Links are going to be provided for you in the description for the people that want to learn more. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And with that being said, let's jump right into this amazing video today. Alrighty guys, so for today's video, we're going to cover some very important charts. We're going to summarize some thoughts and analysis. I still see so many people that are bearish. I still see so many people that are commenting the same bull crap, and it's just because all these people lost money in the correction. They're angry. They're willing to basically project all of that anger on everybody else but themselves, and that's the reason why these people lose money. And so in the cycle, whenever the bear, or in the part of the cycle where we're having corrective periods, where there's massive sell-offs and people are losing money, everybody's going to be angry. They're going to be throwing out that anger at everybody else because these same people have, they just don't have the ability to take ownership for their own actions. And so that's kind of why the sentiment's been so down for so long, and it gives me a lot of confidence to continue buying like we are right now. Now for me, what I was watching for was really the break of this descending resistance, and I knew that once we broke this, there was a really good chance that we're going to be breaking out and making new all-time highs. So we can see we've reacted a number of different times off this trend line. Each time we hit it, we reject and fall lower, and we could see throughout this period is when we really started contracting. Guys, the more times a certain level is reacted to, the weaker that level gets. In this case, it's a descending resistance. Every time we hit this resistance becomes weaker and weaker. There's less of a supply to knock the prices down. And that's why we see it right here start to hold support. It gets tighter and tighter until finally prices break out. Now we are getting a little bit of a pullback here, but you guys got to keep in mind that this is merely just a pullback and a retest of the previous resistance now acting as support, right? So whenever we have a downtrend, it'll be like this, right? And the prices will be going down, lower lows, lower highs, until finally, we get a breakout. When we break out, oftentimes we come back down to retest the previous resistance, but instead of it acting as resistance, it acts as support, and then that's where we start going back up into the new trend. This is exactly the same thing that we're going to be seeing today. I'm really confident in saying that we're going to see a massive blow off top to close out this cycle. I've been very adamant about saying that, even though I was very wrong about the end of the year blow off top being 2021. I was wrong. I was off by about a year at this point, but at the end of the day, it doesn't necessarily matter because I've still had a lot of conviction to continue to hold throughout this period, and not just hold, but continue to buy more cryptos, NFTs, and all of that fun stuff. I'm still in accumulation mode. I'm firmly a strong believer that when this blow off top takes place, it's going to create all of us holders that have been willing to, just have the conviction to hold throughout these periods. It's going to make us all a lot of money. And that's why for me, I haven't been willing to sell throughout any of these times. I just knew very confidently within myself, it could just be ignorance, but I'm telling you guys, everything that I know ultimately shows that we're about to see a massive move coming. Now, I wanted to share with you guys a couple more charts here. And these charts are actually from one of my good buddies, Dallin Anderson at High Altitude Investing. So make sure you guys go give him a follow because he has also posted these charts that I'm going to share with you. But I wanted to give you guys a spin on what I think is going to be happening. Now, guys, let's go over here. Let's talk about Tezos for a second, guys. Now, you guys might be wondering, okay, why are we talking about Tezos? This is an old coin that hasn't done anything this cycle. Why are you still on this train? Well, I'm sharing with you guys this chart because it's going to perfectly show what is about to take place, not just for Tezos, but all of the markets as a whole. Now, guys, if you are familiar with the Tezos chart, this is pretty much all we've been doing the entire bull cycle. We've maintained higher highs and higher lows, but I mean, realistically, I've been buying Tezos since about $1. It was just barely over $1 was when I started buying it. It was at $1.11. So, I mean, realistically, I'm barely even up. I should have just held Bitcoin. I could have bought a million other things that did better. So I'm still holding and staking my Tezos. But I'm here to tell you guys that what this is creating will ultimately lead us to a big move that if you are a holder of Tezos, that's where you're going to be wanting to take profits. And I have a perfect example of something that did this exact same pattern before its final blow off top. And so we're actually going to be covering this one, and that is Litecoin. So guys, if you were here in 2017, which a lot of you guys probably weren't, but me, I was here learning everything that I know back in the last cycle. That's where I learned absolutely everything. And then once again in the bear market. But it was really the last bull cycle that I was just a novice trader. I was trying to learn how to do things right. I didn't have a full around understanding of what was going on. And so I was just kind of buying and I had no idea what was taking place. I didn't know that there was going to be a big blow off top. I didn't know how a cycle worked. But this is why I'm really excited about this cycle today, is because I have gone through and spent, 4.5 years, probably closer to 5 years at this point, every single day trying to learn how to trade crypto. And I'm at a point now where I'm very confident in my own trading plan. I'm very confident in my own abilities to profit, even if I'm proven wrong like I was at the end of the year. But what has always been the staple in my trading plan, what I've always been watching for, is the final blow off top that happens every cycle. And this is the exact same pattern that is being shown not only on Tezos, but I've got another example that I'm going to share with you guys. And once this video is finished, I can almost guarantee that there's no way that you can go through the entire video and then sit to yourself and think, yep, we're still bearish. There's no way this is going to happen. I'm very confident that this video will explain my thoughts in a really easy to understand way. So basically, guys, if we look at Litecoin, this is what Litecoin did. When it started its cycle, it had its first breakout. We start making higher highs and higher lows. This is when it starts going to the all-time highs. And then this is what took us to our blow-off top. We went through this period of about a year. It was almost exactly a year's duration. We were making higher highs and higher lows. No big moves, really, just uptrending. And then finally, when Bitcoin went from 3K to 20K, all of the altcoins had their final move of the cycle, right? And then this is what we saw with Litecoin. Litecoin went from $48 all the way up to $350. And this was a really big move. But this is the type of stuff that you see at the end of a cycle. It is very typical of a market cycle to see a blow off top, specifically one like crypto. Crypto is a very, very emotional market cycle. There is going to be a lot of emotion that is gearing up to drive prices to extreme valuations. I've seen this happen personally, and I'm super, super excited to see it happen again, because this time around, I actually have a community that has been following that is looking to do the same thing for themselves. I've already been able to do really well this cycle, but ultimately I've been holding everything, haven't really taken much profits, preparing for this exact move. Now, when you look at this chart, it might seem impossible. It might look like it's never going to happen. But I'm telling you guys, a couple months from now, we're going to look back and this is exactly what's going to happen to the chart of Tezos. And not just Tezos, the rest of the altcoins out there. I'm telling you guys right now, this is the blow off top. We are getting ready for the final move of the cycle. This is the biggest one. The most profit is made. The most euphoria, the most people that don't know what they're doing, thinking they're really smart geniuses. It all happens right now. We're going to see our bags being pumped by mainstream news. We're going to see governments and everybody getting real excited, only in time for all of them to take profits and dump on all of the retail. This is what is about to happen. And this is why we've been dollar cost averaging and why we've been preparing for so long to make this money. You don't make all your crypto profits by selling midway through the cycle. You hold until the blow off top. Even if you get out here at the blow off top or here or at the very top, it doesn't really matter. All that matters is that you're willing to hold and sell for when that blow off top takes place, because that's where the majority of our profit is made. If you're here for life-changing wealth like I am, I'm going to be holding to the blow off top because I know that that's realistically where the easiest money is made and the quickest money is made. I mean, in my opinion, you can finally have your cake and eat it too for the first time in history with this, if you know what you're doing and you get in and out at the right time. Now, here's another prime example I wanted to share with you guys, and this is actually going to be covering Dogecoin. And the reason I wanted to cover Dogecoin is because it looks a lot like some of the 2017 cycles that I remember trading. Now, one of my favorite 2017 cycles was actually D.I.Y. And I bought this really early down here, and I actually made about 12x, or no, it was actually about 15x returns on this move up, and it was one of my better trades at the final blow off top of the last cycle. I didn't take profits, I held throughout the bear market, so, it really wasn't even that good of a trade, but what we're seeing here is exactly the same emotions that are being repeated, and I'll share with you guys right now. So inside of inside of D.I.Y, we made our first major parabolic move, and then we went through this mini bear market, right? After the mini bear market, that's what took us to our final blow off top. The human emotions and the psychology of how the price action looks, it's exactly the same. I mean, we get the exact same formation here after our all-time high sell-off, right? So here's the all-time high. Here's the all-time high. This is where we sell off. We finally find support here. We make these 2 attempts at breaking higher. Both are rejected. And then that takes us to our final low of the cycle. And then that is ultimately, guys, what happens next? The blow off top. And that's really what I want you guys to be prepared for. I know a lot of people are getting ready to panic sell. A lot of people have already panic sold. A lot of people have made some silly mistakes, even though I tried really hard to, say not to do those things. But that's just the way the cycles go, guys. It's really, really, really easy to say, okay, I'm going to buy here, I'm going to hold 3 years, and I'm going to sell. Because the market's going to go like this. You're going to watch yourself have 100,000, then it might drop all the way down to 20,000, and then it might go up to 500,000, might drop back below 100,000. The markets are volatile, and because of that, it's a lot easier said than done. It's been kind of difficult to some extent to hold throughout this period of time. But like I've always stated, I've been very confident in stating that we'd have one more final blow off top. And guys, this is literally what is about to happen. And I could not be more serious in this exact thesis. We'll probably still go throughout a month or two of consolidation before we start breaking out. But I'm here to tell you guys that really once Dogecoin flips this previous resistance here, this one right there, once we flip that level, it's literally just a go ahead to new all-time highs. And it's as simple as that. These things are going to fly. And the problem with being too cautious before the blow off top is when the blow off top happens, it happens so fast that if you weren't willing to have the conviction and you weren't willing to buy beforehand, you're simply just going to miss out on the profit. Scared money doesn't make money, and the majority of people in crypto are simply just a bunch of scared people. It's a bunch of people that are angry. They can't take initiative for their own actions. They go and throw money at the wall, and then when it doesn't pan out, they blame everybody but themselves. This is just the way the markets work. The markets are designed to chop everybody up. It's designed to manipulate the weak emotion and the weak-willed, and we're seeing that right now. And so I've taken a little bit of a break, mainly because of the toxicity inside the market. I ultimately knew what was going to happen. The market was going to have a blow off top. So why do I need to continue to sit here and preach the same message over and over and over when people are just angry to hear it? At the end of the day, I've done so well for myself. I'm ready to focus on other things in my life. And when this blow off top happens, chances are I'm really going to be focusing on other things in my life. And I want you guys to be doing the same. Crypto is our way to make so much life-changing wealth that for the first time ever, we can get our families out of debt. We can get ourselves out of debt. We can go and pay for a lot of education for our own lives, for our friends, families' lives. We can do amazing things with this wealth that's been created for us. If you have wealth, if you're just getting in, maybe you bought late and you're at a loss. Either way, guys, I'm telling you, if you have the conviction to hold to the blow off top, we're going to make profit. And all that matters is that you have a little profit, you take that profit away, and you keep stacking that, making more. Even if you only have a little bit by the end of the cycle when it comes to selling all of it, we'll wait until the bottom of the next bear cycle, whenever that is. It might be a year, it might be a year and a half, it could be 2 years. All that matters is that we have the conviction to get in at the right times and get out at the right times. And right now is the time to get in, and in the next probably 6 months is the time to get out. So I wanted to give you guys this video, simplify some thoughts and perspectives. I know a lot of people are freaking out. I could not be more confident in myself, so I wanted to just make this video as a way to kind of shed some of that confidence, maybe on you guys that are willing to listen. Thank you all so much for tuning in. If you found value in this, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of these amazing videos. If you guys want to join the Discord server, download my free ebook, or you guys would like to sign up for my VIP course, Signals, where I post all of my trades, signals, NFT picks, things of that nature. Links are going to be provided for you in the description. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you all so much for the support. And with that being said, I look forward to catching you in the next one. As always, peace out.